From Los Angeles to a worldwide audience, this is Boaz Power TV, where we take your life to the next level. Now, internationally known speaker and author, here's Boaz.
Hi, welcome to the Power Show. You are part of the Power Nation, and I'm so glad you're here. Because here we help you improve your attitude, your relationships, your finances, and your career as we take your life to the next level. This is episode number 198 of Boaz Power TV, and I call this one a window of opportunity. You know, fear is something that touches most everyone's life in one way or another. To most of us, it is not a major detriment to living a normal, healthy life. However, to some, certain fears can actually diminish their ability to enjoy simple, everyday things that most of us take for granted. Take a picture window, for example, out of a 15th floor window of a beautiful hotel overlooking a lovely city. A few years ago, I was in Houston to conduct 2 morning seminars for groups of CEOs. I stayed at the beautiful new Hilton Hotel in the downtown area next door to the Houston Convention Center and close to the Toyota Center where the Houston Rockets basketball team plays. My 15th floor room had a big, beautiful picture window that afforded an expansive view of the downtown area. For the 2 days I was there, I enjoyed pulling the curtains way back so I could make the view as large as possible. On my second day in Houston, as I returned to the Hilton from my morning seminar, my room had not been made up, and the cleaning lady in the hall mentioned that she would be coming to my room shortly. When she knocked on the door and asked if it would be all right for her to clean my room at that time, I told her that would be fine. Since I like to meet people, wherever I go, I introduced myself, and she told me that her name was Mona. She was friendly and had a nice smile. Since I'm genuinely interested in people, I inquire, about where Mona was originally from, her family, how she liked working for the hotel, and so forth. As I was talking with Mona, I walked over to the window and commented on what a beautiful view it afforded. That's when Mona surprised me by saying, "I can't do that. It scares me to walk up to the window. If you weren't here, I would have closed the curtains. That's what I do in every room I clean." What? I've learned not to judge anyone, so I simply asked Mona why she felt that way. She related that falling out of tall buildings had been a fear of hers ever since she was small. That's when I told her that I work with people to change their lives for the better. I asked Mona, "Would you like to get over that fear?" She brightened up and said, "Sure, is that possible?" I affirmed that it was possible and that we were going to make that change right then and there. First, I asked Mona how she would feel about walking up to the window if she found out that the glass was an inch thick, just like the strong bulletproof glass we sometimes see in some banks. "Well, I'd feel pretty confident if that was the case," said Mona. So I suggested we pretend that the hotel had installed bulletproof glass in every room. I invited her to come over to the window and take a look. As she stepped up next to me at the window, I asked her to look at the buildings outside, to notice the trees below, and to glance at the clouds above. I asked her how she felt. Mona said, "Well, I'm feeling better and better since you told me that this is very thick glass. I feel safe. In fact, I now remember that this hotel was built with special glass that can withstand a hurricane." That's smart. I then asked Mona the following question, which is a good one for anyone who worries a lot. "What are the odds that you would fall out of this window?" She said, "Well, probably pretty small. I've never heard of anyone just falling out of one of these windows." I told Mona that from now on, I wanted her to imagine that the windows in every room she was cleaning had glass that was 1 inch thick. She smiled again and said, "Well, I'm looking forward to cleaning all the rest of my rooms today with the windows wide open. I don't have to clean in darkened rooms anymore." What a revelation. I then inquired if there was anything else that Mona feared. She said, I'm scared of cats. I'm scared of cats, especially black cats. They scare me. So I asked Mona what kind of creatures she does like. Her answer was simple. I like fish. I like fish. I said, fine. From now on, anytime you see a cat, I'd like you to pretend that it's a fish with legs. A fish with legs. Try to figure out what kind of fish it is and realize that in your new world, some of them could be a little hairy. Some fish could look a little hairy. Mona was getting excited about her newfound freedom. That sounds great, she said. I'm looking forward to going to the mailbox in my apartment complex tonight and getting my mail. There's usually a black cat, a hairy fish, there every night. I look forward to seeing it. How about you and me? If we fear something, let's think about the odds that it would actually happen. And then let's play productive mental games. For Mona, our mental games shed a whole new light on her future. So here's the affirmation for this episode of Boaz Power TV. It's an affirmation to overcome fear. You may want to write this down if you have a problem with fear. I shed light on my fears by asking, what are the odds that that could happen? I shed light on my fears by asking, what are the odds that that could happen? By the way, many of my messages are on YouTube. Here's my channel, youtube.com/user/Boaz Power TV. So many messages of mine on my channel, youtube.com/user/Boaz Power TV. And if you like these messages, and many people around the world find them highly beneficial, how about this one on Mona? Please forward this to 5 people you know. Suggest they go to my website, boazpower.com. They can subscribe to the free weekly messages on Boaz Power TV, and perhaps we can help them overcome some fears. You are special, you are unique, you are destined for greatness. I see it in you. You are a champion. Have a powerful day.
This has been Boaz Power TV. To comment, see other episodes, or to subscribe to this free broadcast, go to our blog at boazpower.com. That's boazpower.com. We're here to take your life to the next level.